Okay, so hello and welcome back. So today we'll be talking about Photoshop. It's from the beginning again. And as we know, Photoshop is a raster-based software mainly used for photo editing, photo manipulation, but it also has other useful features as well. So on the top side, you can see the taskbar, while on the left you can see various tools which you can use when designing. And on the right, you can see the properties, your color palettes, your swatches, and also gradients too. So we'll be going over each of these tools. So first of all, before we start, you know how to create a document. That is, you go to your file, you click new. Here, you can see the various paper sizes that you have used before, and you can also come up with anyone in case it's not here. So in case you want to maybe design an A4 document, you can just come to print and click on A4 here, and the document will load. Or if you're designing for a website, you go to web, click on it here, and the page will load too. But today, I'm going to use the default one for social media, that is 1000 by 1000 pixels. Then here I can put my width, my height, resolution, I'll put 300, color mode, I change it to RGB, background white. Then here I'll type the name of the document I want to save or create it. So now this is a new and blank page. So, and the way Photoshop works is in layers, which is here. So anytime you create something new, you see that it adds that object here. And the version of Photoshop I'm using is Photoshop 2022. So let's get started. So first, I'm going to use the move tool. In order to use the move tool, I have to put a shape there. So I'll come to the rectangle here. I'll just draw a rectangle. So if you can see, it has added an extra layer here. So the move tool is just used that to select and move any objects on your Photoshop page. And now what I've done is that I've set it that once I click on an object, yeah, it automatically selects it and I can move it around. That is through here. If I remove this auto select, let me add extra shapes here like this. So you can see I'm clicking and it's not working. It's only until I come here then select that particular layer that I can now move it. But if you don't want to be coming to the layer panel every time, just turn on your auto select. So you can select and move, select and move, select and move. Then let's go. Yes, so from Photoshop, I think all the CCs from Photoshop 2018 and above, they have added an artboard. So you can have multiple artboards in one Photoshop document. Or like the previous versions where if you want to design another page, you have to create another file. So let's see how that works. Once I click on artboard 2, I can just come beside here, then draw another one. So you can see it has added it for me. Then I can also click plus, add more, and like that. Then even as I'm drawing, every whatever I do will stay on that artboard. So each artboard will have its own set of files. So so you can see that artboard 3 has its own, artboard 2, artboard 1. So I'm just going to undo all of that. Okay. So we are done with the move tool. So let's just delete this rectangle. So next, we are going to the selection tools. From this one, two, three, You have to do with selecting different areas of your document and either deleting it or cutting and cropping out. So let's pick a picture. We have a nice picture here. I'll pick this one. Yeah. Okay. The reason why I picked this one is because the background is there's a big contrast between the background and the person. So here it will be easier to select and remove what I want to remove. Okay. And also note that in Photoshop, normally if you resize, okay, so I just press Ctrl T to bring out the transformation tools. Normally, if I resize, make it small and make it big again, it will be blurry, but it's not. That's because it is a smart object. So let's say if I remove the, let's try it now. If I rasterize it, that means I make it a normal picture. If I reduce the size like this, then I click on it and I increase it back. So you can see it is blurry. So most times it's good to leave the picture in this smart objects form. And if you want to edit or let's say remove the background or anything, you double click here on this box and it opens the picture in a totally different window. Then any change you make here, any change you make here will be reflected in this place. So coming how to rename the file name was so long. So now we're going to be using these tools to work on the background. So I'll just double click here. So first, we have the rectangular marquee tool. So just create a selection in a rectangular form. So I will lock this layer. So if I delete, you can see the color behind has been deleted. Same thing here. Delete, delete. So this tool is good for large areas that have the same color. So it has been deleted, deleted. You can see by the time I want to start doing all these ones close to our head, to be harder to do. It won't be as easy as before. Okay, so that is it. So let's go back. One thing I've noticed in Photoshop 2022, they have now Control Z works normally, but previous versions to undo is you have to press Control Alt Z. But now, as you can see, it's just Control Z. And next we'll try the edit card tool. So this one too, same area, same way, just curved, curved areas like that. I can easily delete them. I'm holding control so that the circle, sorry, shift, yes, that the circle will retain its perfect shape. If not, if I just click and drag, that's it. Once I hold shift, it's circle. Okay, okay. So next, what we are going to do the single row marquee tool. See the same thing. Okay. So trying to, I don't understand this too. So let's leave, we'll leave it. The next we have the lasso tool. With this one you have freedom on how you want your selection to be. So this one you can use your mouse or your pen and just trace round like that. You can use this to follow curves around the shape, around an object. You can use that to follow curves around the shape, around an object. And delete. Yeah. Then next we have the polygonal lasso tool. This one is for straight forms. It cannot be curved. In case what you are cutting out is like a box or has sharp edges, polygonal lasso tool is a good idea for that. Okay, so let's still undo. Yeah. Then next we are going to do the magnetic lasso tool. It's similar to the polygonal, but this one it will follow the, let's say, the objects you are trying to select. So far the colors are different from that of the background. So like now you can see as I'm going, I'm just clicking and dragging my arrow down while holding the left click button. So you can see it's going around the body. It's following our body into the edge of the page, then back up again, following it, following it. And as you move up, as it's following the body and to the head. Okay. Just those ones. Okay, you can see. Close the head back. So you make sure that this circle icon is showing, then you release your left click. So now if I press delete, it deletes her picture. In order to delete the background, you just want to select inverse or shift control I and delete the background instead. So that's another easy way. You can see we missed some parts here. So next we are done with these three. So next we move to this one. This one is a new tool, this object selection tool, but I'll explain this too. Quick selection tool. What it does, it just selects, okay, it just the minus. Let me change this to the normal form. It will select in a given range. So I'm increasing the size of the circle there. Yes. That one, the shortcut for that is the bracket key, or you just come up here and increase the size. Because if it's tiny, it only selects the small areas. See, but once it's big, it can pick big areas. Here also, it has selected round body. So I just want to select inverse and, you know, the background is here. Then also, once you have deleted, you can see the selection still remains. You just want to select, then deselect it for that those lines to go. You can see this is another fast way. It's faster than the other ways. Then next we have the magic wand tool. Just click. This one selects round the entire object, the entire picture. anywhere it specifies those colors to select it so far there's no obstructing part. So you can, if you look here, it goes round our body. I say left here, so I can just click on this world. That's to add, then add more, then go back and then delete. Also the same thing. Then lastly, we have the object selection tool. This is a new versions of Photoshop. So when I click that, it can select the, let's say, the focal points in any picture. Here, you can see that the lady is the main part of the picture, separate from the background. So I just click on that. Then, as you can see, it has drawn a selection around our image for me. And here, the object finder is on. So I just go to select inverse, so to select the background instead. Then delete. And that is all. So depending on your picture, depending on what you want to do, that determine which of these three, so each of these three tools and their sub tools you make use of. So now that we are done, I'm going to save this one. This save flatten it. So let's flatten the image. So if I come back here, okay, let me save it. When I come back here, you can see the background of that one has gone. But it added another white background, so I'll just come here, I'll just rasterize it again. Then I'm going to use this quick selection tool and just select the whites around and delete it. Okay. So now we are going to create a circle where we are going to place her. So now we draw our first circle here and keep it here. So I want to make sure it's in the center. So I'll come here. This is the align tool. Then I'll click align to canvas. So this is align vertically, align horizontally. So that is in the middle. Then for Photoshop, I can either change the colors here or I'll click on the shape tool again. Then I'll see it here. So let's change the fill. Let's change the fill. So here, let's make it a little light. Like that. So I'll bring it behind this layer so the lady will show. Okay. So now you can see I want it to be as if she's inside that circle. So make the circle bigger. Then I'll rasterize the layer so I can edit it. Then what I'll do next is I'll come here, draw another circle. This time using my selection tool, only shift, position it so that it's in the center. Then press delete. Then bring this lady up. I'm pressing Control T in order to bring out these transformation tools here. Then raise it up. I want her to come out of it a bit. Okay. Okay. So now to cut off this bottom part, there's an easy way to do that. What I'll just do, I'll hold Control, then select this ellipse like this. Then I'll duplicate this one. No, not yet. Then I'm going to select the inverse. So to delete every other thing except what I wanted to delete. Let's duplicate this one. Okay. Let me duplicate it again for the third time. Okay. Then I'll use it to delete. Yeah. So that's deleted every other thing. So now I want this one here to remain. So I'll bring this one back. Still use Control. Okay, put it here. This time I'll just delete it straight. I'll click on this layer, then delete. So that I remove this one. You can see the bottom is still here. So I'll just use my rectangle and clean it out. And like that. You can see that if she's inside the circle and she's coming out. That is an easy way to do that. Okay. Although I can see a line somewhere here. See this line. So I increased the size a bit. I held Shift and Alt while increasing the size. Then for the hair, I'll use this lasso tool. Let's zoom in to select this. To select this part. Round. Then to move it. Once I've done that selection, I come and click on the move tool. Then I can move it down. I'm doing this while making sure the layer I want to work on is selected. Then I press Ctrl D to undo. You can see the line has reduced a bit. So I save. Although we can see that there are still some white here from before, but overall, the work is okay. So we'll end here for now. I will continue later.